Tap this Brewing here. What I'm going to be making today is a Magsiac Magnum Citra double IPA. So I'm going to be using Magnum for the 60-minute bittering, and then Magsiac and Citra for the flavoring and the aroma. A new thing that I'm going to be trying today is Travis over at Colorado Fly Fisherman. He's a good guy. Y'all need to check him out. He has this series. It's tips under 5, and the concept is that he gives a homebrewing tip in less than 5 minutes. And his last tip, what he recommended is underlitting. So what you do is take your strike water. You have to have a tubing, and you stick that into your mash tun, where the tube is all the way flush with the bottom of the mash tun, and you can pour your grains in after that, or you can just pour your grain. Well, no, yeah, it's probably best that you pour your grains in after that. And so what happens is you don't have to. Well, once your grains are in, once the tube is in, at that point you drain the water from the strike water device into the mash tun, and so basically the water comes up throughout the grain bed, and it doesn't have any mash or dough balls, which is good. So I'm going to give that a try. I've never really had any issues with dough balls in the past. In the past, I've been just dumping my strike water into the mash tun and then slowly stirring and while I stir in my grains. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but it's not too big of an inconvenience. But I like this idea, something new, and I think it might work. So I'll report back and let y'all know how that goes. Okay, what I have here is my mash water coming up to temp. Right now it's at 130. I am going to bring it up to 162 so that I can mash at 152. I'm gonna mash for an hour. Yeah, so I like to do it my stovetop. I like to bring my strike water up on my stovetop. I found that it's uses less propane, which is something I'm a fan of. Okay, as you can see, 160, about 164. I have my tube in there, so we are going to open it up and give it a try. Let me get the focus going. There you go. Alright, you could start to see it come up. There we go. And we'll check it in a minute for any dough balls once all the water gets in there. I could see how, this could be easier. I think we'll see how everything turns out dough ball wise, and yeah, I could start doing it this way. Okay. I'm not really seeing any dough balls, which is a good thing. So I think I found a new way to to mash in my grain. Alright, well let me get a cover on this, or a temp reading and then a cover. And like I said, I want to mash this at 152 degrees. Alright, see you on a bit. So this is a better angle. So right now, I'm transferring my hot wort to my boil kettle. Smells delicious. I can't wait. I think this is going to turn out to be a great beer. But that's what I'm doing now, and I will see you guys outside. Okay, so I just got finished transferring all of the wort over to the boil kettle, and and I hit my pre-boil volume, which was 7.89 gallons, but my pre-boil gravity was, I was shooting for 1066 and it was 1044. So I had to add 3 pounds of DME to get it up to 1066. I'm not sure why my mash efficiency, which I'm assuming is why I didn't hit my numbers, was so low. It could have something to do with the way that I put the grains in and the temperature that it mashed at for the full 60 minutes. I don't feel confident that it was at 150 degrees. I think it dropped down, and I checked at the 30-minute mark. I think it dropped down to 145 throughout some parts of the mash. So I'm not sure. I'll probably have to make this recipe again and do it the way that I'm used to doing it, and to see if my pre-boil gravity is that low. And if it's that low, then I have to figure out what's going on with my mash efficiency, or get to the root of this. So right now it's coming up to a boil. I'll show you when I go to drop the hops in. I'm pleased. I mean, it's going to turn out to be a great beer. This is the second time that I've made this double IPA. The first time, the hops, like the smell was amazing. It had that tropical mango sweetness that I love. But the taste, it really wasn't your double IPA. I mean, the numbers, I didn't take a final gravity reading, so I'm not sure what they were, but the hops weren't there as much as you would expect from a double IPA. So I doubled the flavor and the aroma. I kept the bittering the same for the 1 ounce Magnum, but I doubled up on everything else. And I'll post the recipe down below. So I'm sure it's gonna be amazing. Slight hiccup with the not hitting my temps, but the DME made it to where I hit my temps. I just had to use 3 pounds of DME, which was like $13, which is something that I would prefer not to do. But there's I guess a safety net there in case you don't hit your numbers. The beer isn't ruined. I'm sure even if I didn't add the DME, it still would have tasted fine. But okay, well, I'm rambling, so I'll see you guys outside. Okay, so I didn't get footage of adding the hops, but everything turned out nice. I added, at the 60-minute mark, I added 1 ounce of Magnum. At the 30-minute mark, I added 1 ounce of Citra. And then at the 15 and 5-minute, I added half an ounce at the 15 and half an ounce at the 5 of Mosaic.
And then at flame out, I added 1 ounce of Citra. And like I said, I racked it over to my fermenter, and I added 2 packs of SO5 yeast. So I'm going to keep it in there for, I don't know, about 2 weeks. And then I will add my dry hops for about 5 days and transfer it over to a keg and carb it. So I'll let y'all know how it tastes, and thanks for joining me. It's been fun, and we'll see you next time.